What is up, boys and girls? Hopefully you're all doing well and having a good day. So, I thought I would do a video today talking about something that I feel is quite important to talk about. Obviously, it's not something that I talk about often, but it's something that I thought would be interesting to talk about. It's one of those things that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me in the grand scheme of things. So, obviously I watch a lot of family vlogging channels, and there's one thing that really gets on my nerves, and it's the fact that whenever somebody posts a negative comment about one of these family vloggers, you always get somebody or multiple people, responding to the comments, accusing people of being jealous, of these family vloggers and what they have. And it's just gotten, to be honest, I've just gotten fed up with seeing that all the time. Like, every time someone posts a negative comment about, one of these family vloggers, that person's always accused of being jealous of them, which, in my honest opinion, isn't something that necessarily makes any sense. And I think a lot of people would genuinely agree with that, in that it's something that doesn't really make a lot of sense in the grand scheme of things, because in all honesty, it's not something that it isn't really something that does make a lot of sense, to be fairly honest. Obviously, it's just one of those things that really kind of frustrates me more than anything else. I was watching the Radfords video from the other day. I think it was one they put out yesterday. And they were, obviously, it was about their anniversary trip to Dubai. It was just so it wasn't that they'd been on this anniversary trip to Dubai. And there were a few people who posted comments on that video accusing Sue and Noel of bragging and showing off a little bit. And people have responded to these comments accusing these people of being jealous, and I just thought to myself, it wasn't something that made any sense. Like, someone was having a go at them for bragging and showing off, and they were being accused of being jealous. It's like, it's like people have no reason to be jealous of any of these family vloggers and what they have, because there's one main reason why a lot of these family vloggers have what they have. And it's down to the kids. We all know that a lot of the, it's at the end of the day, that is the truth. We all know that a lot of these family vloggers wouldn't have what they have now if it wasn't for their kids. We know that their kids are the reason for their success and are the reason that they're ultimately doing so well. It's like you think about where they would be if they did, if it wasn't for their kids. Like, people wouldn't give a damn about them. If it wasn't for the kids, the kids are the only reason that people still give a damn about their channels at the end of the day. Like, people don't watch, as I've said many times, and I'll keep saying this, people don't watch the videos to watch the parents or watch what the parents are doing. They watch the parents purely, they watch the videos purely because they want to watch the kids and watch what the kids are doing. And we all know that it's the kids that are the ones that are bringing in the views. It's not the parents that are bringing in the views, it's the kids that are doing that. These kids are basically bringing in a shite ton of views. And they're essentially basically making their parents a shite ton of money in the process. We all know that if the kids weren't in the videos would get less views and the parents would be making less money. And with the kids being in the vlogs, it means that the vlogs are getting more views, and it means that the parents are ultimately making more money. It's as simple as that, It's like, why would people be jealous of parents who exploit their kids? That doesn't make sense. It's like, why would we be jealous? It's not about jealousy, it's just about the fact that people don't agree with the way that a lot of these family vloggers are exploiting their kids, and the way a lot of these family vloggers are bragging and showing off. Because, I'm not being funny, but that is something that a lot of family vloggers are doing. Hardly any of these most of these family vloggers do. you know, is brag and show off constantly. You know, the Radfords, I feel like they do maybe brag and show off a little bit. You know, like, I wouldn't say that they're really bad for bragging and showing off, but I think they do it a little bit, to be honest. I can't lie. I think maybe they do, I do kind of feel like they brag and show off a little bit, but not, it's not a major thing. Family Fizz, as I said before, I used to watch their videos all the time, but I got turned off of their vlogs because they were, it was just getting to the point where they were constantly bragging and showing off, or it felt like they would do it like they were bragging and showing off with every video they uploaded, and it just, when people are bragging and showing off, it doesn't make enjoyable content. It actually pisses people off, and it makes people want to stop watching. As people don't watch videos to watch people bragging and showing off about what they have, or showing off about how much money they've spent, or what have you. And again, this is something that you're seeing on the Inham's vlogs basically every day, is them bragging and showing off about something, how they're bragging and showing off about what they have or how much money they've spent. It's like, when is there not a vlog where Sarah is showing off about what she's bought and things like that? It's just ridiculous, and it's actually hilarious. It's sad that when people call these family vloggers out purely for bragging and showing off, they're used to being jealous. It's like, people need to get their facts right. Like, that jealousy insult was so last year. But it's all any of them know how to use. They don't know how to use any other insult than to accuse somebody of being jealous. That's all any of these supporters know how to do. It's one of those things, like, I just don't understand why every time someone posts a negative comment, another person has to respond to that comment and accuse them of being jealous. It's just something that doesn't make any sense in the grand scheme of things. It's not something that, to me, it's not something that's made sense for a long while. It's not something that has really kind of, it really does make any sense anymore. I wish I could say that it doesn't. I wish I could say that it does, but, it really doesn't. It's just frustrating because people are not jealous of them, not jealous of them or what they have. Like, it's as simple as that. No one has any reason to be jealous of these family vloggers and what they we all know that the kids are the only reason they have what they have. It's as simple as that. There's it couldn't be any more simpler than that, in all fairness. I don't think I'm wrong for saying that, but maybe some of you guys think I'm unfair for saying that. The only reason that a lot of these parents are as successful as they are is because of their kids. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who don't necessarily agree with that. But to be honest with you, I don't really care less if people agree with that or not. Because at the end of the day, I think we all know it's true, regardless of whether people agree with that or not, regardless of whether people choose to believe that or not. I think we all know that the majority of family vloggers wouldn't be where they are, and wouldn't have what they have if it wasn't for their kids. It's as simple as that. A lot of these family vloggers have only ever been as successful as they are, or as successful as they have been, because of their kids. If most of these family vloggers didn't have their kids, they'd be up with Popo without a paddle. They'd be up shit creek without a paddle. They wouldn't have what they have now if it wasn't for their kids. It's like, I don't know what else to say. It just makes me angry when people are accused of being jealous of these family vloggers, because that's the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard. It really is the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard, and it's getting beyond a joke now. It really is. Like, I don't know what else I'm supposed to say. But I'm certainly not going to be all polite about this. That's for sure. It's just, Like, I can't, as I said in, I think I mentioned this in one of the videos I put out yesterday, or the day, it might have been the day before. I can't stand people who feel the need to constantly brag and show off. You know, as I said, I knew he'd like that in secondary school. He always used to brag and show off. And there were times where I really kind of felt the need, or felt that desire to punch him in the face because he was kind of bragging and showing off. You know, it just does your head in when all you're seeing these days is people bragging and showing off constantly. You know, I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's just unbelievable. But yeah, I think there's nothing else that I really have to say. You know, I hope you enjoyed this short little video, and I'll see you for another one soon. Bye bye.